Is your webinar's cost per acquisition still too high after your latest ad changes? If you've got about 4 minutes right now, I'm going to share how a simple £5 ad can actually turn you over 97% of cold leads into your future buyers. And I'm doing this using a strategy that most people are unaware of right now. And if you use this too, though, you can also lower your cost per acquisition. Hello, I'm Tina from 𝘊𝑇ina for Video Ads. My son Dan and I actually help coaches and service providers who are already running ads but want their ad spend to actually bring in consistent returns. And we're not here to actually sell you a new funnel or start from scratch. We actually fix what's already there and then help people to make that work better. So I wanted to talk about something that comes up a lot right now, especially if you're running webinars or VSLs. You've probably been making a lot of changes to your ads recently, and I imagine that you've already tweaked your funnel a few times and probably your email and text sequences quite a few times too. Is that right? But you'll probably also find that your acquisition costs are still too high. And right now you're even finding that putting more money on and scaling makes it all worse. But I want to say, don't worry. It's not just this. It's not just you this is happening to. In fact, me and Dan have seen the ads landscape. It's changed dramatically in the last few months. So if all of this sounds familiar, stick with me because this video might save you a lot of stress and a lot of money. What we've learned is this, especially over the past few years, okay? If you can't afford to buy customers profitably, you just can't scale. And that's what today's actually about, because most ad strategies that I'm seeing are focused on trying to scale the offer ad, and they're all telling people just keep pouring more and more money onto it. And they're just saying, you know, it'll hold up, don't worry. And sure, it does work for a while until it doesn't. Because what most people don't realize is this, that one ad that you're scaling is only ever reaching a really small percentage of your audience that's actually ready to buy right now. And that's the 2 to 3%. And what happens is you can hit a ceiling, usually quite fast, to be honest. And then once your cost goes up, your CPA obviously goes up with it. Yeah. So instead of trying to scale harder, we personally, with our clients, add something simple to create alongside it. It's actually called something, we call it the goodwill video ad. And it's part of what we call the conveyor belt strategy. And I'd like to share with you how this works because I think it'll save you a lot of time and effort. Step 1, you record a 3 to 5 minute video where you teach something simple and valuable. There's no selling. You're just showing how you help and how you know your stuff. And you also would give your audience a really quick win or a bit of clarity. And at the end, you offer a free resource if they want to go a bit deeper. Step 2, you run that video as an ad, just £5 a day or $5, yeah? And what happens is Facebook will quietly start building a warm audience of everybody who watches at least 25% of your video. And these are what we call invisible leads. They're the ones who are interested, but they're not quite ready yet to buy, okay? And then step 3, you're going to retarget that audience with a specific series of videos which actually speaks directly to these people who've already shown an interest in your VSL or webinar, because now you're not speaking to cold leads anymore. You're actually speaking to people who've shown an interest. They know who you are, even if it's just a little bit, and they know that they want you to help them, okay? And they trust you a little bit more than they did before. And over time, they trust you a lot more, and you'll see your cost per acquisition just drops. And the best thing is, over time, you'll start seeing sales that feel easy. Now, this method isn't flashy, but it's consistent, it's predictable, and it actually works, especially if you're sick of changing your funnel every other month and getting nowhere. So if you want our step-by-step on how to run this exact campaign, just comment below. I'm really happy to send you my video ad blueprint for this, and the whole thing that will just walk you through how to set this up in under a day. And then you can get those £5 video ads working in your favour. And what will happen, instead of just chasing those 3% of people who are ready right now, who are really expensive, you can also start warming up the other 97% of people who are going to be ready later. And believe me, that is where your long-term growth is right now. Now let me know if you want my blueprint and I'll send it over.